Hi there, Aries. Thank you so much for tuning in. Love and light to you all. We're here with your May reading. It's the overview thematic reading. Let's get right into it for you, dear Aries. Now, I was meditating on your energy before I turn on the camera, and I'm getting that you are making a major decision. I'm hearing life-changing move. I'm hearing for a number of you. I'm getting that for a number of you, there may be a focus specifically as well on matters of love. I'm hearing the home and the heart, both, and it may be right overlapping. I'm hearing factor of influence or factors of influence. Relationship matters I'm hearing affected by way of matters of, I'm hearing home life, specifically in the decisions that we feel we are making within that sort of, I'm hearing industry as well for a number of you, but that aspect of, I'm hearing our work again, I'm hearing of our work, and there may be a strong focus on the home life being, I'm hearing the circumstance of our work, the context of our work in a certain way, perhaps through, if for those of you who may be operating a home-based business or who may work from home, right? There may be that focus there. But dear Aries, I'm getting that you're moving forward with such clarity. And I'm seeing you specifically navigating, staffing a ship. And was it Pisces? Pisces, sweet Pisces, who pulled such a spread with the same analogy of specifically staffing a ship. If I am recalling, or if it was Leo, okay. Leo, who in their moon manifestation cycle, in the last moon manifestation cycle reading, nonetheless, there was strong overlap between Pisces and Leo. I am hearing Sagittarius here for you. I'm hearing Scorpio. I am hearing Virgo as well. Dear Aries, let us get here with your card spread and see what comes through. But the feeling I'm getting for you, Aries, I'm hearing is that you're leaving no stone unturned. Okay, you're leaving no stone unturned, and I'm hearing whatever it is that has been a part of the process of decision making, perhaps strategically, that you sort of set aside. Okay, well, I'm going to compartmentalize that, and I'm going to deal with it. I'm hearing troubleshooting, the process for troubleshooting arises, and I'm hearing uprises. I'm hearing when an event arises, or when the event arises. I'm getting that you are now addressing it. I'm hearing in broad daylight. I'm hearing clearly the Empress in reverse in the deep past. This is your very own card in the major arcana, dear Aries. Seven of Swords upright in the recent past. The Six of Wands in reverse in your current state. Okay, the Seven Swords, the six swords that point towards the Six of Wands in reverse are directly oriented to the Six of Wands. So there could be a focus here on specifically the number 6. Justice here, horizontally laid in your advice. The Ace of Wands, dear Aries, in your near future, so beautiful. The Magician upright, right next to the Ace of Wands in your hopes and your fears, the Ten of Swords that you lead out with, okay? Magician is staring the Ten of Swords down. The Magician, I'm hearing, has an ally. I'm hearing I'm hearing a matter of the surfacing of power, and it's that which is, I'm hearing the power to create, and specifically the tools by which we create, and it's almost like I'm hearing it's intention over interpretation, and that is the very stance that you take, Aries, as you lead out of this period. Such potent energies here. We're going to get to it. A number of cards here popping out in your energetic pathway that can be seen in tandem with leading into the current state of the Six of Wands in reverse. The High Priestess in reverse, the Hierophant in reverse, the Strength card in reverse. Okay, again, all happening in the energetic pathway that leads you into your current state of the Six of Wands in reverse. There is a major reorientation of the way that you are instigating change. Aries, you are in the driver's seat. You are taking the reins with it. You are, I'm hearing, perceptively aware of what serves you and what is relevant to you. It can also be in a material, financial, physical way. It can be in matters of partnerships. I'm hearing, but what is a construct I'm hearing of stability, of also self-empowerment, and what is, I'm hearing vibrationally, what vibrationally I'm hearing stands to that test. I'm hearing true. I'm hearing the factor of truth. I'm hearing specifically, and Three of Swords in reverse popping out in your environment. Justice here as well, that sits just beneath this. Three of Swords in reverse. Let's get it on the road. The Four of Wands upright. Okay, 3-4 sequence. The Ten of Cups in reverse has also popped out just as I was shuffling in reverse, overlaying the Chariot upright, the Emperor upright. This is the other card attuned to the Aries archetype in the tarot deck. And it's upright, dear Aries, and the Five of Swords is in reverse, mirroring here the Chariot. There is perhaps for a number of you translocation, change, movement, and of the actual physical home, perhaps also of a business. I'm hearing of a home-based business. I'm hearing of a baby as well. You may be, I'm hearing, bringing a child with you. There may be, I'm hearing things, I'm hearing people, I'm hearing places that you are also, I'm hearing transporting. I'm hearing it's a heavy load, baby, dear Aries. There is perhaps for a number of you as well a birth. I'm hearing a child on the way, a child birth, take it as you will. There is though, and it's very interesting because you have the Five of Swords mirroring the Ten of Cups, 5 half of 10. There is, I'm hearing such, I'm hearing forward motion and thinking with the changes that are afoot. I'm hearing you have been waiting for them. You have been desiring them on so many levels. It's been a matter of decision making. Okay, and it's like, well, when do I'm hearing pop that bubble? Okay, I'm hearing when do I let the bubble burst? I'm hearing magic pie. I'm hearing magic pie goodies. When is it that I'm hearing I unload? I'm hearing my gifts, my assets, my talents, and my skills, perhaps in a public way. I'm hearing also when do I apply them to? I'm hearing with free range vision and sight, what it is that I'm hearing I participate in a professional way, also in a public way. And I'm getting that for a number of you, there is a public audience here that is a focus for you. And it's almost like the changes that I make in a certain way are, I'm hearing, reflected in my work. And again, that maybe a focus on a home-based business for a number of you. Nonetheless, there is Aries. Let me tune in for you here. Excuse me. There is clarity. The feeling I'm getting for you, Aries, is it's almost as if I'm imagining that you've been navigating this ship at sea. And for whatever reason, okay, it's been foggy outside, right? The winds have been, I'm hearing the winds have been choppy, but I'm also hearing the waves have been choppy. There have been, it's almost like a question of, well, what has been throwing me off? I'm hearing, what has been throwing me off kilter? And it's almost like, well, I'm hearing, I just don't see it coming. I'm hearing every time, I'm hearing it races around the track. I'm hearing it races around me. There is a question, there has been a question of, what has constricted, I'm hearing, our ability, I'm hearing, to speak for a number of you in such a way that is, I'm hearing, directly proportional to, directly related to what it is we're feeling, what it is that we are feeling with passion. I'm hearing the desire to, I'm hearing, express. And it's, for a number of you, it's, I'm hearing a question of how we have mentally constructed our expectation of, perhaps in a public way, it's like, oh, if I'm to take this stance, if I'm to move in this direction, what will, I'm hearing, the public acclaim, I'm hearing, look like, taste like, sound like, feel like. Though, the perception of, I'm hearing, what we have been desiring in a public way is I'm hearing eradicated. And it's the feeling, Aries, I'm hearing Scorpio and Sagittarius, the feeling that it's almost like, well, that is irrelevant. Okay, what I am even perceiving is irrelevant to the passion that I'm feeling. And it's this clarity I'm hearing for you, Aries, of what it is that you feel and what it is that you perceive. And what you feel and what you perceive playing, I'm hearing a certain tango with one another. And that relationship becoming very clear to you. There is, I'm hearing an over-presiding recognition of how it is that we want to channel what it is we're feeling. And that may have been the question and what may have been sort of the I'm hearing the hesitation with moving forward on it as well. Okay, I have all this I'm hearing passion. I'm hearing I'm hearing disclosure. I'm hearing I understand that in a certain way. I'm hearing I want to go public with it. I'm hearing that I understand that there's a public interface to it. But I'm hearing, how is it that I am to infiltrate my cause with it? And it could be a current business that you're involved in. It's almost like, well, how do I'm hearing bring the baby on board. I'm hearing for a number of you, how is it that I perhaps add to, in a constructive way, what it is that I'm already operating through as I perceive it, or as others may be involved in it, and I'm hearing specifically an emotional, sentimental way, or in an energetic, spiritual way as well for a number of you. The focus I'm hearing now is on the clarity of direction that we wish to channel. I'm hearing this gift. I'm hearing specifically this gift, this talent, this asset in. And I'm seeing it as a gift, Aries. I'm seeing that there is such a... I'm hearing a wildfire of resource, and I'm hearing of resources as well that you recognize. I'm hearing I can no longer go without tapping into, channeling, harnessing. I'm hearing presenting. I'm hearing as well, and there could be a focus on presentation abilities and skills, and I'm getting specifically here with this Magician card, the archetype of Sagittarius. Take it as you will, be it if Sagittarius is prominently placed in your chart or wherever it may be placed in your personal chart. And remember that we are all signs, and so, right, it's just a matter of where it is that each archetype is sort of aligning within our personal chart, our own personal chart, and how. Okay, so for example, let's say you've got Sagittarius on your ascendant, on your midhaven, but I mentioned ascendant. There could be a focus for a number of you between your ascendant energies, that which is related to the public sort of presentation and interface, as I'm getting it specifically here, and what is, I'm hearing, created constructively by way of your public. I'm hearing persona and self-presentation. I'm hearing presentation skills. I'm getting specifically here the Ace of Wands and the Magician upright. What is it I'm hearing that we are bringing, I'm hearing, to the public directly? I'm hearing directly. It's like, okay, well, I'm no longer, I'm hearing slipping the letter into the chute. I'm hearing it's not just a matter of, I'm hearing typing up, I'm hearing I'm hearing the letterhead, I'm hearing the font, I'm hearing idealization. It is a matter of delivering. I'm hearing the baby for a number of you. It is now a matter of, I'm hearing showing up to the door. And I'm hearing face. I'm hearing face to face. I'm hearing specifically, and it's almost like the feeling waiting for you, Aries, is what has been evaded in the past. What has been? I'm hearing. What has been a preoccupation mentally, perhaps. Again, a matter of, I'm hearing question of strategy. I'm hearing of time, of place, of perception. Is now pacified by the willingness, I'm hearing, of the desire to implement actively the changes that we seek to make. And the feeling that I'm getting is, I'm imagining someone is like, I'm hearing, I've sent a letter in so many times, I'm hearing complaining about XYZ. I'm hearing I've taken it to management. Okay, I've taken it to, I'm hearing claims. I'm hearing claims. Okay, I'm not taking it any longer to, I'm hearing stand for itself, as itself. I'm not personifying, I'm hearing for a number of you, my mission. I'm hearing my passion. I am embodying it. And Aries, you recognize the potential that passion holds in a whole new way, where it's like, okay, I can feel something. I'm hearing for a number of you. I can feel I'm irritated by X, Y, Z. I can feel I'm hearing that this is I'm hearing just not the right thing for me. I'm hearing that this is just not the right place, not the right time for me. I'm hearing the right landscape, but how it is that I act on that feeling in such a way where that feeling is being channeled through, is being expressed through my actions. Not I'm hearing just my words or perhaps my words I'm hearing specifically through writing. And it's almost like I'm hearing I'm hearing organizing your actions now in such a way where it's not just I'm hearing theory work, it's not just pencil, it's I'm hearing productivity. It's action oriented, and it's like, okay, well, I realize I'm hearing that it's a matter of when I get up and go. It's a matter of when I get up and move, and I press right the zinger on that. It's a matter of my decision making, but also a matter of I'm hearing my acting as well. It's a matter of my acting, and it's a question of public presentation as I'm getting it, as it pertains to a certain decision, a certain creative direction, areas that you feel you are to take on, and there may be legal matters that are to be confronted, but I'm getting that they are largely a matter of perception, that it's almost like you're looking at it in the mirror, okay, so to speak. And it's very interesting, right? The interaction between these two cards. The Magician looking over at the Ten of Swords. Almost like I'm hearing, well, that's petty. Okay, that's petty. Because look what it is that I recognize is a source of passion and potential. What I recognize serves me, actually serves me. And it's, again, a question of the direction of action, of movement. And I'm getting that now the direction is clear and the strategy is clear. Again, by way of recognizing that, I'm hearing it is a matter of the potential of how it is that we are recognizing what it is that we are desiring. Okay, Four of Wands upright, mirroring here the Ten of Swords again. There's an opening, okay, clarification I'm hearing. And it's almost like if there's been an over-accentuation specifically of air energy, for those of you specifically, let's say, who've got a lot of air in their charts, but not necessarily, does not have to necessarily, right, be let's say, got my moon in Libra, or my sun in air sign, doesn't necessarily have to be. Take it as you will, though, right, for those of you specifically who are familiar with your birth chart, okay? If there was, and if there has been this strong propensity to think, I'm hearing to rationalize, I'm hearing translate what it is that is otherwise, I'm hearing the frequential understanding, the frequential knowingness, the intuition, I'm hearing the auto response, okay, of what it is that we are feeling it again, but also as I'm getting at what it is that we're seeing. I'm hearing we now move into the lands through which vision reigns. And there is a breaking here, a breaking point of the chain, I'm hearing, of the many thoughts, Aries, of the cycle of, I'm hearing the rhythm, the habit patterns of thinking that in a way, in a certain way, it's like, okay, well, I feel I'm hearing that this is just, I'm hearing not healthy for a number of you. I'm feeling that this is just not, I'm hearing taking me anywhere, okay? I feel like I'm spinning, I'm hearing on the spin cycle, okay, in the dryer, so to speak. I'm hearing it's not resolving. I'm hearing matters. And for a number of you, this may be specifically, again, communicative in a certain way. It can be some form of communication. It's almost like, for example, it could be, oh, I've been writing. I'm hearing my responses, and that's just, I'm hearing not taking me in. I'm hearing my things, and I'm hearing my people, my assets. I'm hearing as well, and my skills. Where it is that I want to go. But as I'm getting it, and I'm getting by way of your vision, Aries, there is, and there could as well be a focus for a number of you on legal matters, strategic matters. Nonetheless, there is, I'm hearing a revolution of the cycle of what has been held and pending, as I'm hearing a cyclical mode of transit, and I'm hearing methodology to your work. And again, right, you've got the Ten of Swords here mirroring the Ace of Wands. What is it that I'm hearing speaks volumes for us, and I'm hearing, and our work, without I'm hearing speaking a word? And it's the phrase that I'm getting, the adage of right, actions speak louder than words. That's exactly the sort of feeling here that I'm getting strongly for a number of you, and take it as you will. Always heed your personal intuition to your Aries. But I'm hearing a coming out, and there's a coming about of, I'm hearing, to surface what has, I'm hearing, remained as also the polarity of our being in a certain way. What has remained polarized? I'm hearing the two halves of ourselves, right? I'm hearing our assets. I'm getting a strong focus on, I'm getting a pressurized sort of feeling here on my left hand ring finger, trailing all the way down right around this part of the hand, and almost not quite to the wrist, to take it as you will. For those of you who may be familiar with how energy moves through the body, the physical body, feel free to look into that, okay, if you feel so compelled. Now, there is a focus here, as I'm getting it, again, on duplicity, on what I'm hearing, duplicates, on what has in a certain way been related and has been recognized as in a way of expectation almost, to work and to synthesize and to harmonize, but that just in a certain way I'm hearing has been unable to meet its own match, and I'm hearing its own matchmaking. And I'm zooming in specifically here on the Empress in reverse and the Emperor upright, okay, right? Two cards of Aries in the major arcana, masculine, feminine, receptive, expressive, yin, yang, right? And we all have those propensities within us as an individual. There is, as I'm getting it, there has been perhaps a feeling of imbalance, okay, in from the deep past. And it's almost like, well, this is, I'm trying to get this, I'm hearing this train rolling, but I recognize that there are more than just, right, one wheel to the train. It's not a unit train. It's a train. I'm hearing I'm hearing the word in Italian, portare, which is to carry, okay? I'm hearing port, and I'm seeing it as a structure, and I'm hearing there are levels, okay? The desire is to work with what I'm hearing is, I'm hearing for a number of you a reliable source of income, okay? Where it's like, well, I'm hearing it again, I want it to be balanced, and it can be interpreted in a number of ways, but it's almost like, right, if I have this ability, whatever it may be, and I have another ability, whatever that may be, and if I understand that I have these two abilities, it could be a talent, it could be a skill, it could be an asset, I'm hearing a degree as well for a number of you. Even if they are so polar, so very polar seemingly, I am hearing, I wish to integrate them. And I recognize that it is, I'm hearing, and it creates an asset of its own, and I'm hearing an asset range of its own. Two, I'm hearing for them to come together in a certain way. What has been compartmentalized has I'm hearing affected the productivity level I'm hearing of how it is that we carry our work through, and specifically with the Empress in reverse, right, that which speaks to, right, the creative potential, that which is related to, I'm getting specifically vision, specifically intuition, specifically how it is that we are also, I'm hearing, downloading certain insights as it pertains to what it is that we are feeling compelled, driven to carry out. Whatever that sort of propensity has been, and where it's perhaps been also a question of vulnerability, as I'm getting it for a number of you, okay, whereas, well, I'm showing up, but how am I showing up exactly? And I'm hearing specifically, how is it that I am showing through, I'm hearing, my public presentation? Again, perhaps a focus on vulnerability. But, dear Aries, there is a coming, I'm hearing, of age, so to speak. There is a coming to terms with what we recognize is an asset, I'm hearing, held in pending. Specifically, again, I'm back going to mention, related to the Empress in reverse, right? And if you look at this card up, right? There being a focus, I'm hearing, on what we bring with us on stage. I'm hearing, it's a question, I'm hearing, of dynamic that is personal. For a number of you, this may be speaking to matters of a relationship, matters of, I'm hearing, again, the home, the heart. I'm hearing what feels to contribute to, in a personal way, a sense of balance. We are recognizing, I'm hearing, unabashedly, the role of, within the lands of our work, within our, I'm hearing, propensity to desire what it is that we do. And there could be a focus on environment for a number of you, absolutely, absolutely. And it's almost like, I feel like I'm hearing, I just can't come out of my shell here, I'm hearing, for a number of you. There could be a focus on, I'm hearing, home life, habitat, specifically the environment, community. I'm hearing rich, take it as you will. I'm hearing rich people, take it as you will, whatever that may mean to a number of you. 7 of Swords upright in the recent past. Again, there's been a sort of compartmentalization, as I'm getting it, I'm getting it as like, okay, I want to express this side of myself, and I have, but I'm hearing, I'm hearing, reorient the way that I move through myself creatively. I'm hearing through my creative work, and I'm hearing it's been a matter of direction. It's almost like, well, okay, I'm not gonna, I'm hearing press on the gas quite yet until I know exactly where it is that I want to drive my creative resources to, as a sort of, I'm hearing, I'm hearing port. I'm hearing port. I'm hearing for progression. I'm hearing portal. And the feeling that I'm getting for you, Aries, is that there is perhaps a focus on a certain long-term, long-range goal. And it's like, okay, the way that I'm getting it for you, Aries, is that you have a certain macro vision that is objective, but that is related to matters of, I'm hearing Pisces, okay? If you've got a lot of Pisces in your chart, or wherever it is that Pisces may be relevant in your chart, or if you're dealing with a Pisces specifically, there may be a focus on that archetype, but related to matters of premonition. I'm hearing, I just see it. I'm hearing, I just see it. I just see myself. I just know it. I know I'm hearing myself in that way. I understand. I'm hearing, I know this aspect of my being, of myself, of where being myself and all of myselves takes me through my work. But how it is that I am moving from point A to point B, even yet again, I'm understanding of, let's say, point E, right, so to speak, for example, point Z, whatever it may be, point out of the alphabet. I am at the stage of reorienting the platform that I take, I'm hearing, as the next level of my stage at this point in time. And the feeling that I'm getting for Aries is like, yet again, it's like, okay, well, I'm hearing, I want to ensure that, and this may have been the sort of thinking process I want before I move forward in any kind of way. Although I understand the macro vision, I want to ensure that how I place my next steps are, I'm hearing commercialized for a number of you, are, I'm hearing to be received. Again, there could be some sort of focus on the public interface of your work. I'm hearing challenge, I'm hearing challenging assets, okay? And there may have been a question of, well, how do I disclose this aspect of my work? Do I disclose this potential of mine, okay? How are they gonna react when I'm hearing bring the bunny on stage with me? I'm hearing backstage with me as well, okay? It could be a shifting, I'm hearing, of roles of how it is that we are also relating to our audience, okay? Almost as if it's like you are your own audience in a certain way, and I'm hearing you are your own performer, okay? Take it as you will. Almost like a sort of merging, sort of shape-shifting energy. Aries is so interesting, okay, very interesting. And I'm seeing you specifically, it's almost like you're joining the audience to watch yourself on stage. Okay, Aries. The feeling that I'm getting for you, yet again, is that I'm hearing you know entirely that it's a question of potential. You know that it's a question of creation. I'm hearing you understand what is a form of passion for you. I'm hearing repressed. And right here with the Justice card, right over the Ace of Wands, perpendicularly laid, right? Look at these two cards. The head, matters of decision and direction, and matters of action, of passion. There has been a question of, yet again, which direction do we move in? And you're being beckoned, Aries, to remain open. I'm hearing minded to the role that this next step plays for you. And it's almost like, even though I'm hearing stepping on this stage, I'm hearing at the podium, I'm hearing it's not, I'm hearing all that I am participating in and as through my work. I'm hearing levels. I'm hearing levels of my work. And the feeling getting is almost like, even though I'm operating from this place, even though I may be working from this, I'm hearing home base, I'm hearing my work is being transmitted. Okay, I'm hearing through the world. I'm hearing for a number of you. And so you're being beckoned, Aries, to reflect on the role that the process of decision making plays in matters of otherwise dynamic, I'm hearing, decision making, where it's like, okay, well, I'm feeling this and I'm gonna act on that, and I'm feeling this and I'm going to express it. And right, that sort of I'm hearing rhythm and sequence of your assets, how it is that you are creatively, for those who may be performer, how it is that you are performing. Okay, I'm hearing in a channeled state for a number of you, and I'm hearing our own process of self-interpretation. And there is a confrontation here, as I'm getting it, between matters of passion specifically and matters of I'm hearing self-reflection, and there could be a focus here as well on specifically relationship matters of the heart, perhaps a Libra here in focus, and you have the Hierophant as well here in reverse in your energetic pathway. That may be speaking to, I'm getting that you're being beckoned yet again, Aries, to take a very close look at the role that the construct of, I'm hearing the foundry of what I'm hearing religious, I'm hearing religiosity, take it as you are, as that may resonate with you, plays in a certain way. I'm hearing in moving through interpretively by way of your intuition, by way of your vision, what is a matter of, I'm hearing communication and perception. And it's like, okay, well, and let me show it to you here. High Priestess in reverse and the Hierophant in reverse, both looking over at the Three of Swords in reverse, right over at direct line of vision to the Four of Wands upright. What has clouded, I'm hearing with doubt, what is otherwise not a matter of interpreting by way of the perceptive, I'm hearing orientation, that we, I'm hearing acknowledge as a, I'm hearing particle, I'm hearing of perception. I'm hearing a particular, but I'm seeing it as particulated, almost as if it's like the disintegration of matter. Okay, and it's almost like, I may be I'm hearing perceiving my own work from this angle, but just because I am holding a certain perception, as I may, I'm hearing acknowledge it, as I may, I'm hearing serve through it, I recognize that I'm hearing my vision of my work and where it takes me, and I'm hearing it takes us, is expansive. I'm hearing is untethered, in place and by time. My vision determines both the presence that I uphold, I'm hearing on stage, and the challenge to invert the role that perception plays for me as I'm performing. And I'm quite literally seeing someone on stage who is performing in some kind of way, and take it as you will, right? It doesn't have to necessarily be on a platform, on a stage, right? However does it resonate with the concept of performance, dear Aries. The feeling is, the vision is, that there is this, almost this disillusionment of boundaries. There is this dissolving of the expectation that we place upon ourselves, I'm hearing intellectually, rationally, logically, in terms of what role we are taking on, and I'm hearing mask, I'm hearing masquerade in this very fragment of our performance. And it's, yet again, it's a question of where I stand within my own work. And I'm hearing, where it is that I'm challenging myself perceptively, challenging my ability to make a decision with the direction that I want to move in with my work at the next step and stage. as it relates to matters of perception, okay, but I'm getting that there's an absolute clarification here for you, dear Aries, of how it is that you make your decisions and what the role of decision making also plays yet again, and why it is that you feel compelled to make a certain, I'm hearing, act of passion come alive. And you're getting very real, Aries. You're getting very raw, very honest with what constitutes change. Again, is it the decision, I'm hearing, to merge polarized mentalities? Take it as you will. Or is it the decision that is, I'm hearing, elevated by way of the momentum that I'm hearing particulate again. I'm hearing particulate, the momentum of I'm hearing premonition. What you see before you see it. What you see of yourself before you see it in the mirror. Right? What it is that you envision, Aries, as potential to create. Is, as you recognize it, Aries, the mover and the shaker of your act. And there's an absolute release, Aries, of how it is that we have in a certain way been I'm hearing playing with ourselves. I'm hearing playing mind games with ourselves in a certain way. Take it as you will, right? It can be interpreted in a number of ways. How it is that we in a certain way have been, yet again, interpreting our own work, okay? And there is a revitalization of passion and the clarity of how it is that you wish to surface with what has been acknowledged, I'm hearing, through time as I'm hearing absolute. I'm hearing an absolute form. I'm hearing package. Your gift, your ability, your talent and asset that is to be, I'm hearing, known, that is to be, I'm hearing, made public. I'm hearing to be made obvious, okay? Can be taken in a number of ways, dear Aries, all right? But yet again, a focus on perhaps in some kind of way presentation for a number of you in an extroverted way, so to speak. Again, take it as you will. It can be interpreted in a number of ways. How it is that we are in a certain way carrying our passion through the ways in which we work, and I'm hearing the many ways in which we work. There being a focus on how it is that we are presenting and representing what it is that we are moving through. I'm getting specifically by way also of frequency. Okay, so thank you so much, dear Aries, for tuning in, loving the light to all. And I'm back to mention that the way that I'm getting it for you, Aries, is that there is passion, right? But there is as well a frequency of that passion. And there is the recognition yet again that our actions don't only serve as actions, but they serve to, I'm hearing, transmit a certain message. And where it is that you have, in a certain way, I'm hearing, again, attempted to communicate, I'm hearing with perhaps a certain audience, be it by way of singing, be it by way of writing, be it by way of speaking. Yet again, the feeling that I'm getting for you, Aries, is that your actions, yet again, your actions hold a certain expressive potential. Okay, and I'm hearing mask, and yet again, it's like, how is it that, what is it I'm hearing that I've been holding back? What is it that I have been repressing as right, perhaps, that I recognize serves me to communicate through, and it can be as well a focus on the physical body. Okay, now it is that we're physically presenting ourselves. I'm hearing on stage for a number of you as well, so again, take it as you will. Thank you so much, your Aries, for tuning in. Love and light to you all. I highly recommend you check out your rising, ascendant, or moon sign as well, as oftentimes those may provide you with further insights into your situation. For example, I know that I resonate a lot with my moon sign, even though I'm a sun sign Pisces. I resonate a lot with my moon sign, which is Sagittarius. I also resonate with my rising ascendant sign, which is Scorpio. So for those of you who don't know your signs and you'd like to check them out, you can click the link below in the description box I provide, and feel free to also check out your Venus sign, specifically for matters of love, partnerships, harmony, beauty, tangible material goods, finances, and the like. Okay, thank you so much again for tuning in, dear Aries. Love and light to you all here, and I'll see you soon. Bye.